So you're wanting to work out and you want to know where to start. Let's go over that blueprint right after this. Noah here with Full Balance Fitness, and our question for today is, where do I begin in the gym? Now, I'll be honest with you. The tips I'm about to share with you, had I learned them 10 years ago, it would have saved me so much hassle and so much stress. And so, in order to save you time and to simplify things for you, let me go ahead and share these tips. Now, I'd highly suggest that you accompany this video with a pen and paper, and don't be afraid to pause the video occasionally, because ultimately, we're plotting out your workout future right now. Tip number one, establish your schedule. This is going to be a really key aspect. Be honest with yourself. How many days a week can you train? How many days a week? And what days of the week will that look like? Duration will also be very important. Will you be training for 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 or 3 hours? This will make a major difference. And ultimately, if things get crazy in life, what would be the minimum number of days you could commit to training? Tip number two, assign routines to those days. What your split will look like will be contingent upon how many days a week you train. So if you're working out 1 day a week, that should be ideally a full body workout, right? Now, if you can work out more, then I would suggest a push and a pull. So on your push day, you'd be working all the push muscles, so pecs and triceps, and then you'd want to assign quads and adductors most likely to that. And then on a pull day, you'd be working the lats and the traps and those types of muscles, and also incorporating the hamstrings, glutes, and calves as well. And with these muscle groups, that 2 day split tends to work pretty well. So you're working some upper body and some lower body on each day. And then 3 days a week, push pull leg seems to be ideal. And then it can grow from there, 4 days a week, 5 days a week. And I would just highly suggest you refrain from weight training more than 5 days a week. Tip number three, sets, reps, and intensity. Ultimately, the sets that you do, the amount of sets you'll want to complete on each muscle group, is contingent upon what your goals are and how strict you are about reaching those goals in a timely fashion. So if you're wanting to tone and you're looking for more of a moderate workout, let's say, or you're having to take it light because you're rehabbing a muscle or a damaged joint or something of that nature, then in that case, I'd suggest completing 3 to 5 sets on each major muscle group per week. And then if you're really serious about lifting, you're like, oh, I want to see how much muscle I can gain, I'd suggest performing anywhere from 5 to 15 sets on each muscle group. Ideally, the higher number for the major muscle groups. And so ultimately, you'd land around 10 sets per muscle group. Now, as far as reps go, most scientific researchers agree that anywhere from 6 to 32 reps on each exercise will yield you muscle building results. Now, if you're a power lifter or you're just wanting strength training, then I'd suggest having lower reps. If you're really interested in increasing your cardiovascular endurance, you're wanting to get good cardio workouts and move fast pace, I'd suggest higher reps. It's up to you. And then lastly, the intensity level. This would be the most important in my experience, and that is pushing yourself to failure, pushing yourself right to the point where you can't do any more. There's that sweet spot. And tip number four, ensure your nutrition coincides with your training. What this would look like practically is, as you're working out, on the days you train, you'd want to consume more calories since you'll be burning more calories. On the days that you train, your pre-workout meal should be higher in carbohydrates and your post-workout meal should be higher in protein. Also, you'd want to ensure your protein intake is higher during the 48-hour metabolic window, or the roughly 2 days after workout as your muscles are healing. Keep that protein intake high. And lastly, fruits, veggies, fiber, keep these high, especially if you're consuming more calories to add muscle. Then you'd want to make sure that your body's still functioning well. And tip number 5, stay the course. Remember, friend, initially you'll start to see little results that'll motivate you to keep going. And you've got to stay patient and stay the course because you know you're going to start seeing major results the longer you stick with it. And I'll be honest with you, as you're going through your workout, your first several months, you most likely won't plateau. And once you reach that point, we'll talk about that in another video. Now, if you're a man or a woman and you're curious about the way that you should train based on your gender, go ahead and check out this video here. We'll chat over there. And also, please subscribe and please comment below if you have a question you'd like me to address in a future video. Thanks so much, and God bless.